Hi, today we're going to paint a 4th of July fireworks silhouette art rock painting. The colors I'm using today are Dioxazine Purple, Phthalo Blue, Burnt Umber, Yellow Light Hanza, Alizarin Crimson, Titanium White, and a Mixing White. As always, however, you can use whatever colors you want. For this stone, I'm doing a two-color blend. For the upper part of the sky, I'm using Dioxazine Purple, and for the bottom part of the sky, I'm using Phthalo Blue. Both Dioxazine Purple and Phthalo Blue are transparent colors. All that means is that you'll need to paint more than one coat to cover an area. For example, you can see that the Dioxazine Purple doesn't completely cover the Phthalo Blue, but instead creates a different color. When creating a blended background, you want to have the paints that you're using at least somewhat wet. It can sometimes be intimidating to paint a blended background, but the more often you do it, the easier it becomes. This video here is kind of out of sync. My grand plan was to create a video showing how to do a two-color blend. However, life being the way it is, that didn't happen. But because I have a full-time retail job, and because I wanted to paint a 4th of July fireworks rock painting, I decided to paint this one first and then follow up with the demonstration of creating a two-blend background. Ideally, the background video will be filmed this Friday because I have to work on Saturday, which is my normal painting day, and then do all the editing and voiceover and all the assorted steps in between. I guess what I'm doing is apologizing ahead of time. I love creating these videos for you, passing on what little information I have, and I want to do it in a logical kind of progression that makes sense to me. It's kind of like if you do A, then follow with B, C will happen. I know, you're probably telling me, George, calm down, take a breath, relax. After having applied a couple of layers of the Dioxazine Purple and the Phthalo Blue, I used a blending brush to smooth out the edges, to make the transitions a little smoother. Apply a little bit of paint, use the blending brush to finesse it, and repeat the process until you're happy with it. You can also use a makeup blending sponge, but I thought the blending brush would be softer. If you're new to George on the Rocks, thanks for visiting. If you're returning, welcome back. In either case, hi. You've no idea how thankful I am for each and every one of you. To me, it's like we're on this rock painting journey together. Each rock painting for me is new. I haven't painted it before. It's kind of like we're discovering the process together. I'm using a General's white chalk pencil to draw out the design. The top line gives me an idea of how far the top of the sky comes down. This is where the fireworks are going to happen. The second line is a guide saying, don't go beyond this line in drawing in the buildings. Using a combination of burnt umber, Phthalo Blue, and a little bit of Dioxazine Purple, I'm mixing in a natural black. I could use any of the blacks that are on the market, like Mars Black or Lamp Black, but I prefer to mix my own. Question of the day. Since we're painting a fireworks display on a rock painting, do you prefer to watch the fireworks in relative silence, or to watch them accompanied by music? I'm painting in the silhouette of the skyline using the black. This is a completely made up skyline. And if you want to use a skyline of where you're from, go right ahead. Or how about this? Silhouette a mountain or trees and have them be the focal point over which the fireworks do their magic. Because we all know that fireworks are actually magic. But let's keep that between ourselves. It's our little secret. If you're enjoying this video, how about subscribing and paint along with me? I put up at least 2 videos a month, sometimes more, offering you tips and suggestions to make your journey into rock painting easier and fun. Oh, and don't forget to hit the bell notification so you'll be notified as soon as I do another video. Now you can either paint over the chalk to hide it, or wait for the paint to dry and using a little bit of water, wipe it off. But because I actually like the look of the outline, I'm going to use a small brush and some mixing white or zinc white. Same thing, just different companies. I'm going to paint in thin lines, outlining the buildings. Now onto the fun part. I'm going to paint in 3 fireworks. One is going to be Dioxazine Purple, some mixed in with the titanium white to give some variation in the tone and value. Another is going to be the Phthalo Blue, again, mixing it with the titanium white. And the third one is going to be yellow light Hanza. I'm going to mix in a little bit of titanium white because the yellow is transparent, and a little bit of Alizarin Crimson as a contrast color. The reason why I'm using yellow is because it's an opposite or complementary color of purple, and it works also well with blue, since the yellow is also one of the primary colors. As you can see, what I'm doing is short, quick strokes. And then when there's very little paint on the brush, I'll trail off of the paint stroke and do little dots. You can have as many tendrils of the fireworks as you like, trying to create a sense of movement in the sky. Just have fun with it. Remember, as with any of my paintings, it's all about how you want to do it. There's no right or wrong way to accomplish what you want. And here comes the yellow cluster. You could also do pink or green or orange. Whatever is in your sky is in your sky, and you can do it however way you want. And if you're painting this as a gift, use the favorite colors of the person that you're giving it to. When painting something like this, you don't really have to be precise because the brain will fill in a lot of the details. I'm using a white Posca pen to clean up the back because painting is messy. And then I'm signing my piece of work. Always remember to sign your piece of art. Be proud of it. Celebrate each other, celebrate your inner creative voice, and paint along the way.